Okay, in this 12 video series, this is the last of the 12 videos that I made. We're going to talk about outgrowing that old version of you and stepping into that new version. So, a threshold moment comes when that old identity of yours cannot lead anymore. It cannot keep moving because you've installed this new identity of yours. Transformation comes when you stop visiting this new self of yours and start being this person every day in your life. The shift is often quiet, but it changes us on how we show up for ourselves, on how we act. On the main points to remember for this video, keep in mind that crossing the threshold means choosing the new identity as home. It means getting rid of that old identity and calling the new one home. Now, a lot of folks, a lot of you are going to have maybe some problems with that if you haven't worked out past issues. Because the old self deserves gratitude for surviving hard seasons. When you thank your old self, you're not tossing it away. You're helping it to be your ally so that it can help you to move into this new self of yours. And then the new self is already present in small glimpses of truth, courage, and honesty. It's already there. You just have to grasp it. You just have to realize what that new self is, how they act, and be that. The threshold image, one side holds old stories, hiding, comparison, and apology. And the other side holds aligned thoughts, choices, presence, and quiet confidence. So growth happens when you stop standing in the doorway and you choose yourself to take that step. One great story that I like to always tell is I took a I went on a vision quest to Death Valley one year, and one of the lessons that I had from that is that I had a dream one night while I was up there. I dreamt my face was against the wall, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I couldn't get through the wall. And then all of a sudden, this thought came to my mind. It's like, you know what? Just relax, just step back for a second. So so I took the step back, and then I realized that the wall was only 3 feet wide, 1 meter wide. So I ended up obviously going around the wall. And I think that that's a very good lesson in terms of a lot of times our barriers are nothing more than something we can step around them. You want to make sure you're honoring your old self by thanking the old version for surviving all those things that it went through. Those were all, like I had said earlier, they were all gifts. They were all ways for you to appreciate and love yourself and to move to a higher place. So let it remain there as part of your story without staying in charge. Let I'm calling it the ego. Let that ego remain part of you. Just take control of your life instead. Some of the questions for the new self is, how do you carry yourself? How do you respond to mistakes? What do you no longer tolerate? And what do you say yes to more often? These are important questions in terms of learning what this new self should be. If you sat down and think about it and journaled on this, What would this new person look like? They certainly wouldn't be scared. At some point, you have to make some threshold declarations. So, like from today forward, I walk as the person I've become. Or from today forward, I make decisions from my new identity, not my old fears. And the last, from today forward, I treat myself as someone worth trusting and respecting. Now, let's look at everyday embodiment. Answer your old thoughts with new truth. Choose the small actions from the 30 to 90-day vision plan that we're looking at and practice the new way even on wobbly days. It's a way of taking all these small little actions and moving forward with your life. And my final invitation to you is to stay connected with me through this email list for future teachings and resources and continue living this new life, one small honest choice at a time. You know, you're not defined by your lowest moment or your worst tragedy in life. You are defined by your willingness to grow and live your truth now. That's it, bottom line. So before we finish, I just want to invite you all to be a part of the Abundant Soul community. If you want to stay connected with this same kind of material, please make sure you go to the description section of this video and sign up. And you'll be always connected with future programs and other things that I'm doing. I appreciate you watching these videos, and I make a pledge to you to support you in whatever endeavors you want to do in life. Just connect with me, make a comment on down below if you want, or write to me. Thank you for joining me in during this series of videos. I look forward to doing more videos for you in other subjects. Thank you.